What's going on, you bunch of degenerates? How you doing? This is Bite of Whiskey. Welcome back. And we've got some news to cover. The announcement of Doom has happened.
Motherfucker.
Stalker 2 has been delayed. This is the tweet right here. And the announcement goes as thus. We have made a decision to postpone the release of Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl on to December 8th, 2022. These additional 7 months of development are needed to fulfill our vision and achieve the desired state of the game. Stalker 2 is the biggest project in the history of GSC, and it requires thorough testing and polishing. We are convinced that development should take as long as necessary, especially in the case of such a project. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So what all that boils down to is it is a big pile of QA problems, quality assurance. It's not really all that surprising though. I mean, to be frank, almost every major release gets delayed, just period, end of story. I can't think of one that's not been delayed. Can you? I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed for like 5 years or some shit, so there's that as well. The games just get delayed. They just get kicked to the right over and over again. I'm not upset that Stalker got delayed. I do have questions though. The announced reason is quality assurance, like I said. So that kind of begs the question of, you know, why? And one reason why would be the reputation that they may have after the X-Ray engine. Because let's be honest, shit a little bit janky.
Get out of here, Stalker.
X-Ray does not have a great reputation for being the most stable engine. As a matter of fact, it gives the creation slash, you know, what was it? Gamebryo engine, in my opinion, a run for its money on being the jankiest piece of shit that was ever duct taped together. I'm just saying, this shit doesn't run well. I love Stalker as much as I love Fallout, but I'll be damned if it's easy to keep those things running for more than 5 minutes at a time. It's so bad that crashes are memes in like the Reddit communities and other online communities. Like these things are held together by spit and sperm. So that brings up what engine they are using. Unreal 4. It's a pretty good engine, not gonna lie. But do they have a lot of experience with that engine is the actual question. Do they have a bunch of devs in GSC now that are veteran developers that have a lot of experience with multiple engines and know what they're doing? Or do they not? And as a result, there's been a lot of extra bugs and they've kind of fallen behind trying to troubleshoot and need to do that. Is the game finished? Is it playable? We've heard jack shit on that. So I'm just kind of spitballing everything in this video. That's what this is. Me just throwing shit to the wall and see what may end up sticking. When the trailer released, I was about as hyped as everybody else. Just being honest with you there. It's a new Stalker game. Let's fucking go. But when the hype wears off, this could be gameplay footage right here. Actual live gameplay footage that we're seeing. Granted, I don't see any HUD, you know what I mean? But it could be gameplay footage, 100%. Who knows? It's believable, but what I'm betting is this is a cinematic trailer. If it was gameplay footage, then that would mean that they only polished some part of the game and they literally pulled a fucking Anthem on us, which is a whole different issue. It's not entirely fair to sit there and say that this is gameplay footage and, you know, expect it to be and then sit there and just ream them for that. That's not really fair. And it's not like they actually did 2 specific sections of gameplay just to, you know, play that and that's what's in the trailer. No, this is a cinematic trailer, 100%. However, after all the cinematic trailers, I gotta be honest with you all, which is what I'm gonna do regardless. I have a problem with being a little too honest if I'm gonna be blunt. To my detriment a lot of times. After being butt fucked by BioWare with Andromeda, by Bethesda was 76, and by CDPR with Cyberpunk 2077, I'm wary, all right? My butthole is bled enough, it's tired, the shit is about prolapsed with how much faith I've put in game companies and have received nothing in return. It's not really in my best interest or my mental capacity right now to be that forgiving. I'm just going to assume it's a gameplay trailer, and I'm gonna move the fuck on. And that brings us to elephant in the room, numero uno, the coof. The fact of the matter is that this pandemic has undoubtedly, I would say undoubtedly, impacted development. And if you do just a little bit of research, not a lot, just a little bit of research, you can see that in December 2021, last December, Russia reported 9 million cases. Right across the river in Ukraine, where GSC Game World is located, they have extensive lockdowns and mandates. They got a whole lot of stuff that could easily impact development on just a personnel level. So that could be one reason why shit ain't going as smooth as you would think. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, I don't work for the CDC, and I don't have some secret government access to these numbers. I went to the US Embassy site. But there is an even bigger elephant in the room. Yeah, something that happened very recently. In fact, matter of fact, I made a video on the resolution of this because I was too slow to put out the video on it happening. Shit happened real fast. A couple weeks ago, that's right, Stalker announced they were gonna have NFTs.
Boo! Boo! Muck! Boo! Boo!
That shit was some stupid ass bullshit about a fucking rifle for a bunch of people that paid their fucking money into this to get a chance to be fucking NFT NPC. So why bring that up, right? I'm gonna get to the specific why and tie everything in. Pretty much what ended up happening with the NFTs is that they announced it, they were met with backlash. They doubled down, like companies do, they were met with more backlash and a swift, hard drop kick to their dangly bits.
Oh, shit.
Which I'm sure rocked right back between their cheeks, and when they clenched in recoil, it may have crushed them a little bit because they backed down. Yeah, they backed down. They retracted. Now, what does that have to do with this delay? They may, hear me out, I'll put my justification in a moment. They may have had more NFTs in the game. That's right, they may have gone straight Ubisoft. Saw dollar signs looking like Nami from One Piece seeing a treasure. And just thought, damn, we can make more money. And started throwing NFTs around like they're Oprah giving people books or cars or some shit. Just, you get an NFT, and you get an NFT, and you get an NFT, so long as you pay me, bitch.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
So, ultimately, they may have had all that in there, and they are wiping their ass clean of NFTs right now, trying to save the game, because if it comes out they had them, I mean, just look what they did to 76 when they found out that fucking Scorch Beast were also named dragons, and it was the same engine as Skyrim, essentially. What do you think that the internet would do if it comes out they still had NFTs in their game? Even just hints of it. Just in there. And today's day and age, there are gonna be people that fucking data mine this shit like they're actually gonna get paid for it, like they're getting a Bitcoin out of Stalker 2. If there was any data mining to be done with this and they had found any NFTs whatsoever, GSC would have been absolutely crucified over and over and over again. Jesus would have looked down himself and been like, damn, son, y'all really getting it. So why do I even think that that is something in play? Well, that goes to their founder, Sergey. I can't remember his last name, and I probably wouldn't pronounce it right anyway. Sergey wasn't exactly a fucking saint. If you have kept up with it, you know, GSC and everything going on, you probably already know. If not, and you want a quick rundown, a YouTuber named Warlocracy has a great breakdown of everything. I will have it linked in the description below. So credit to him for doing the footwork. The Cliff Notes version is, this dude was such a scumbag that 3 devs left to start 4A Games and create the Metro series. But this really reminds me of shit like when BioWare was bought by EA and devs just started running away like mice away from the goddamn volcano in Pompeii or some shit. Like, Mark Dara left recently. I think he was the last one. Casey Hudson left, founded Humanoid Games. A whole slew of devs, almost the entire original Mass Effect team, went and started Archetype Studios under Wizards of the Coast. Not exactly an upgrade, by the way. Why do I bring that down to it? Sergey was a greedy motherfucker. Bad management chased people off, and bad management does that regardless of studio or industry. So unless that Apple, which... Here we go real quick. Let me backtrack. Sergey's brother is now the CEO of GSC Game. So there is a direct link between Sergey's bullshit, potentially, and what may have been going on with NFTs at GSC and Stalker 2. That ties everything back in together, puts a nice pretty bow of bullshittery right on top of that for you. But that also depends on whether that apple fell right next to the tree or yeeted itself to another goddamn orchard. Ultimately, I don't know. You don't know. If you have evidence, please put that shit in the comments down below and let me know, because I would, if I'm going to excoriate somebody, I do want to have some receipts first. Wrapping it all up, what do I think as a degenerate pleb on the internet with a paltry YouTube channel, just sitting here spitting my opinion to you? I think it's a combination of everything above, potentially. I'm very certain that the pandemic had its toll on development. 100% without a doubt, I think that happened. Did they have dollar signs in their eyes and decide that they were going to put out EFTs into this game like sperm, you know, all over the place, just spreading the seed of greed everywhere? Maybe. Maybe not. Does it have to do with devs not really knowing the Unreal Engine? Is scope an issue? I didn't even bring that up, but a lot of times, you know, scale creep comes up. Maybe that kicked them in the balls too, right after all the NFT shit. I don't know, but ultimately, that's all I got is what I think happened, because they're not really telling us much. They don't have to, but it'd be nice. Wrap it up. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, what you think it might be. If you have another theory, throw that shit down there. Until next time, though, I'll see you all next time.